Happy Wednesday to you. I'm going to jump up on a soapbox real quick. If you've been following my soapboxes, my rants up on the website, thank you. I appreciate that. You can always, listen to them again if you want up at 999thepoint.com. Anyway, so this one, I may have talked about this before slightly. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because it's still fresh in my mind, and it was a huge, huge annoyance. Over the weekend, I went and saw Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Pretty good movie. My problem was, I was sitting in the theater, and this family, I think it was the dad and like 4 boys, and then the mom came in later, but they all sat behind me. It's fine. People sit behind you. It's just, the thing is what happened next. So my wife and I were sitting there watching the movie, trying to enjoy it. All of a sudden, this kid, he had to have been 13, maybe 14, old enough to know better, just started kicking the back of my seat. Every once in a while, he'd just kick it, and then he'd push it forward. And I'm biting my tongue not to turn around and just start yelling at him. Because, you don't want to do that. It makes, when you yell at somebody in a movie theater, it makes it worse for other people. So, there's that. On top of him pushing my chair every once in a while, it wasn't a constant thing, but it was still annoying because every once in a while you're just sitting there and watching the movie, you're like, getting into it, and all of a sudden you just get jerked forward and you hate it. On top of that, again, these kids, the youngest one, every once in a while would say something like little kids do in a movie, which, you're like, at least he's not talking through the whole thing. The kid behind me, who I said, again, had to be 13 or 14, was talking to his brother or a friend who had to have been 12 or 13, maybe the same age. They started talking throughout the movie, not like the whispering, in movies, every once in a while people look at each other and go, oh, what was that? What's going on? It was like they were sitting at home. Oh yeah, that's what Caesar's doing now. I'm like, really? Really? This is ridiculous. So on top of that, they're talking through the movie. I finally did the whole passive-aggressive, sitting there watching they start talking. I'm like, shh. They stopped for a little bit. And then I think the dad could tell that we were getting kind of annoyed and other people around us were getting annoyed. It wasn't just us two. It was other people around us as well getting annoyed at this. Because he started going, shh, shh. And the kids would be quiet a little bit. And then, apparently they just stopped listening to him and he stopped trying. And I was just like, ugh. It kind of takes away from the movie. I still enjoyed the movie. But going to the theater sometimes is a hassle. It's a hassle, especially since we did a double feature in the movie before that. Somebody actually literally talked on their cell phone in the middle of the movie. They were up at the top, people thinking they could get away with stuff up there. It was like, yeah, nothing, I'm in a movie. I'm not kidding, that's exactly how the conversation was. Yeah, I'm in a movie. What's up? Uh-huh. Cool. You can't see it, but I'm doing the classic hold the hand up to your face in the phone style. Anyway, that's my little rant. I'm going to step off the soapbox now. Just, when you go out to the movies, don't push it on these people's seats. I understand if it happens every once in a while, because I've done that, but constantly doing it, no. And then don't talk. If you're going to talk, do the little whisper. You got to learn how to whisper. And don't talk on your cell phone. I couldn't believe it. In 2 movies, 2 pet peeves happened. I was like, what? I got to talk about this. So, there you go. Jumping off.